Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure my microphone's not booming too much. Hello, yeah, it looks like our pilots are still floating outside. It's that clam jammer in the 25, 24. I can't remember what they are now. 24s, aren't they? I don't know. Beautiful. Look at them already hauling out there. Quickly get back to comments. Stu, mate, first one in. G'day. Hello. Mr. TPHI, hello. Thank you very much for making it. I know you've had a big day. Maybe we can just have a relaxing fly and a bit of muck around. And Colonel Indiana Longnuts, hola. ¿Cómo estás? I did see a link you sent me. I haven't clicked on the link yet to have a look at the new game, but it's like a bit of fun. Timothy, g'day. Welcome, Devon Singleton. Hello. Pink wavy hands back to you. Fibro, g'day, everyone. Just going to join the first hour. I know it's late for you as well. Mr. TPHI, I think I saw you in a F22. He must be already. Look at Mrs. TPH already up. I saw Stu's in a Raphael. At least that's what he's showing up for me. The comments going down the list. If I've missed anybody else, I apologize. I think I got everyone. Always been told not to click on a link from strangers. Strangers or strange people? There might be a bit of a difference there. Alright, you guys are all up and running at the moment. I'm not yet. Yep. Trim neutral, thank you. Let's get some stuff started. Go to the left. I did turn that down. Right, it's up and running. I'll have you out of the way. I'm going to start with you. We are going to hang on. All right. I need to refuel first. We're going long range. Thank you very much. And I'll take that. I'm going to run the drop tanks first. Leave our windows open while we taxi. Why are you all taking off from that runway? On live weather it shows the other runway. So I'm going to taxi down the other end. The windsock. You guys are all down. Where are you? All down that end. The windsock shows. Yeah, I can't see it now. Where is it? Yeah, you guys are going to be in a tailwind. So I'm going the other end. Interesting. I guess you guys didn't want to taxi all the way, or somebody's not got live weather on. You took off where you were. Well, yeah, no, I didn't ask about where you took off. I imagine you took off probably before you even got to the end of the runway, or edge of the runway. So we're all down this route now. Taking off that end anyway. Alright, hey Twitch boy. I must admit, I love the stereo sound from inside the cockpit here with the engines on either side. Now this had an update, but obviously they did not update it for 2024 with those pilots out the front, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, hang on, let's take more break. I'm not going to take off into the wind, or with the wind I mean. I'm also running full fuel. Actually, I can take off with the windows down. We'll wind them up once we get in the air. We're going to have to wind those windows up because we're already shaken. There we go. That's smoother. We are up. Now, rather than following the strict line, I'm actually going to run the coastline. So the flight line is more to the left. I'm actually going to run down over FYYWN and then down the coastline. So basically follow these power lines and then run down the coast. Probably sit around about 3,000 feet. Just going to get my aircraft under the manifold pressure limit there. 250 mile an hour. Elric, mate, g'day. What's that? Oh, you're in the little velocity. I see Hangar's finally put out his promo for his new aircraft. That looks like it's going to be a bit of a fun. Fastest turboprop, definitely be running that. I'm guessing there will be a pink version for those who like to fly around upside down. And if you know, you know. Lone Star, gonna have to pick this plane up. It is very nice. It is very nice. Now it is only 2020 compatible. As you can see, I've got my 2020 pilot in here. Actually, I turned off the flight stick. There we go. Released armed drop tanks. They're not armed at the moment, and I don't want to release them until we are a lot closer. So I'm going to use up that first. But yeah, it does sound better in 2020 as well. There's a different sound file here. It still does sound nice with the twin engines though. And also welcome, Lone Star. Did you see the Mrs. TPHI? Concept one, the pink one? The whole thing was pink? Everything was pink? Yeah. Not just pink, bright pink. I mean, the whole ad went pink. Alright, probably going to go out over that island there. Let's see where we are. Let's shoot down around about here. I might actually lock in some level hold. It's going to be a bit of a boring cruise here down the first leg because it's kind of mostly desert. But all right, let's hold altitude there. Let's see what the tablet says we're doing. We are using up the drop tanks. Good, good, good. We are sitting at 1,200 feet. I might just redo my barrow, and I'm going to take that up to 3,000. Just using my controls to do that. So let's keep the load out there. Thank you. Nice. It does look good. I so need to be in VR. Hey, Icarus, mate. He's in the lightning and downbeat. Nice. So I'm going to hit 3,000 feet. Yeah. Yes, I told him hot pink. Yeah, why not? Why not? No, I'm looking forward to it. It looks really good. People don't know what I'm talking about. On my Discord, in the... Is it announcements? No, other announcements? Hang on, news. Gotta work out where it is again. MSFS News, you'll see the turbine legend. Speed, power and precision. Even got Canadian livery on it. Oh, I won't hold that against it. Oh, listen to those engine noise. It's calming down when I got to 3,000. We are below manifold. Yeah, we just bring that down a fraction. That down to about 49 inches mercury absolute. Okay. And we're just below on our RPM. Do not operate extended. Yep. Yep. No, we're good. We're good. Take that off and see what else we got here that I'm not using. Automatic. Okay. Fine with that. Don't need the pitot heat on for here. Intercooler flaps are off. I don't think we need them on at the moment. Temperature wise, we should be running carb heat there. We're in the green there. We're just on the maximum of the green on the fuel pressure. Oil pressure is good. Same for the other side. Yeah, we're running good. We're not running hot because I didn't overdo it on the takeoff. Tanks are good. Okay, good. Oxygen pressure, don't need that at this altitude. Don't need a feather because we're not on the ground. I don't think we're doing actually pretty good. Yeah, bombs or tanks, let's not arm those just yet. We probably could run some mixture, only at 3,000 feet. Let's run that back a bit. So we hear it different. Alright, so I'll run that a fair bit leaner. Wow, that is a lot leaner. Just remember that when I go down to land. Choose long range on the tablet. Yeah, I did that. Oh, where do you select external tanks? Oh yeah, so sorry. I didn't read the first part. Yeah. So when I was on the ground, I chose, there were three things to choose. I chose long range. You may need to be on the ground to do it. So when we stop at the next airport, feel free to pop in and do it there. You may not be able to do it here. So 132 nautical miles to Alexander Bay. When we land there, so FAAB, in the tablet. I did that, but it's not putting fuel in them. You got to do it on the ground. Oh, right. I don't think you can load in the air on this. You can't change that. And I don't think it will work in this one in the air. Well, you might be able to hit load aircraft. Or you may be able to run it. No, probably won't. I think you got to do it on the ground because it's relying on this tablet. So as long as you can make it to the next airport, you might be right. Where do I set the fuel selector switch? Load the tanks. Oh, okay. So fuel is on the left side here. Swap them down to emergency or drop tank. Make sure you've also got your emergency fuel pump on. Otherwise, whoops, you won't get fuel into there. Once you try and go to the outer wing, it won't pump. So you've actually got to turn on these pumps first. If you don't have these on, you don't get them. So the outer wings and the emergencies, without these, it just cuts the engine off. Hopefully that helps answer the question. Where are you? There, he's over there. Okay. A bit of green down here. Not much. Oh man, my coffee's out already. And that was my second one. Right, this is quite loud now. Make sure I'm turn that down there. There we go. Get the overall. Yeah, 2024 aircraft prop sounds are not as good as in 2020. Good to go, thanks? Yeah, alright. Awesome. That's alright, I did some practice before I flew and I kept putting the wing tanks on and having the engines go out on me, and I'm like, ah crap, it's broken. And then I was like, no wait, there's a set of pumps that you've actually got to have on to activate them. I don't mind the tablet actually, it's pretty handy. You can look at your stats and stuff. Not doing much, we're doing a straight flight. Temperature range says I got 461 nautical miles. 460, hang on, how far was this whole flight? I think it was under that. Can't remember. Hey, Blowheag, check your fuel. I have, yeah. Running actually pretty good. So we're running off our drop tanks. Good. There we go. I need a button that I can have as a check my fuel level. My tanks. You know what? I might set that up. Have I got any? I have no views. Okay. Well, let's make this one. Let's go down a little bit. Alright, can we reach that? Yeah, we can. Okay, let's make that our fuel. So I can just now press that and I'll go straight there and change tanks. Awesome. Take 8 degrees, turn to the left and try and line up that coastline. Maybe 10. Go the full. Yeah. Hey, Jared's here. Hey, Jared, mate. Trying to sneak up on me. Any chance he's in a Phantom? No, he's in the F-117 Nighthawk. He's going to really try and sneak up on me. A bit of cliff line here, nice. Should be able to add a fuel level icon on your Steam Deck. I don't have my Steam Deck on at the moment, but that's not a bad idea. Actually, I don't. Oh, yeah, it's over there. Not plugged in. That's probably not a bad idea. I'm running my Razer Loop Deck. It probably has a very similar thing, but yeah, not a bad idea. No, F117, yes, I was saying Nighthawk. Coastline's changing. Oh, listen to those twin. I hope this gets a full 24 update, but at least let me use my own pilot. Look at this guy. I liked it when I had the military pilots in 2020. Yeah, I hope your parents had a good day too there, Mrs. TPHI. Hope that all went off nice and smoothly. Was it an anniversary party or something? Alright, is there a way of monitoring the drop tank fuel? In here, I don't think so. Is there a switch? That's outer wing fuel warning. Okay. Outer wing. Is that going to be my last fuel, is it? Indicates 10 minutes. Fuel supply. Select full tank. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's a way of selecting to show only my drop tanks, so they show up on here. So these are my rear tanks, these are my front tanks. They're full because I'm not using them. We'll go on to mains after. Don't think there's a gauge anywhere that I can see. Hello, that was something just went past me. They enjoyed the surprise anniversary. Awesome. So we're running down the last part of the Atlantic coastline. We took off from the bottom of South America. We have traveled all the way now around the Atlantic. So we did, after we finished the Pacific run, we did go with the WarBirds all the way around the Americas, all the way up over to Greenland, Iceland, UK, Ireland, back down the Atlantic coast here, and we are making our way all the way to, well, I'm stopping at Cape Town, and technically we could have potentially gone down to, say, here, but I don't know where the Atlantic here finishes and the, it's probably Southern Ocean here, but Indian Ocean. So we'll do a GA Indian Ocean run, I think. All the way up around here. Try and avoid the strait. Hopefully that's all gone and over by the time we get there. Go back down over here. I guess this is still part of the Indian, and we'll probably run down these islands here. That should be fun. Probably make our way from, say, Indonesia here, through some of these islands over to Australia, and then run back down here. Now I think we'll probably stop at Perth. Perth will be at least the end of my run for the Indian Ocean, and then maybe I'll do a southern bite, this is all Southern Ocean here, and end up back in Tassie or something. I don't know. I haven't worked that part out. Let's just get to where we're going here first. Antarctica Loop? Yeah, it's a bit boring down there. There's not much there. I mean, if you've ever jumped in the sim and flown down there, even with some added mods and stuff, there's just a couple of buildings you can put in, and then there just really is not much there. There's a little bit of snow and ice. I mean, could do a separate flight to one, but you'd probably want to do it from New Zealand, or yeah, you probably want to do it from New Zealand down. They sail out of Hobart down as well, but we might be able to pick up some of these islands here on the way down. So if we flew something, maybe we could try and get into one of these places, over to, say, this place. Yeah, there's a helipad there, and there's, wow, there is something blocked there, isn't there? And then maybe a couple of islands, but then we need to work out where to go here. Look at this. This actually looks like a natural thing, but it's actually where a glacier is pouring out. Then we're going to work out where the actual bases are. On this particular map, I won't be able to find them, but you can look on them online. You can see stuff. I think that'll be a completely separate stream. All right, we'll be landing at FAAB. Those who want to, there is an ice station, a zebra add-on. Oh, is there? Oh, I don't know if it's called that, but you want to do a Dark Star? Low flyer coastline Mark IV, Dark Star. Can you do the Dark Star without it going flat out at Mark IV? I thought it only sits around about Mark II or something, or less. If you don't do your climb and then dive and then the ramjets on or something like that. You'd also want to be on unlimited fuel. Oh, I'm last. I guess Jared's already overtaken me. There's Clamjammer over there in his bomber. 24. It is a 24. Okay. Can't see him though. I haven't used the Dark Star since it first came out. Honestly, it's a bit boring. Yeah, okay, you got to do your climb, and then you got to do your dive, and then you got to get the ramjets going on at certain perfect speed and descend, and then you can go flat out, and you know, you feel accomplished for doing it, and then you're racing across the sky of the other side of the map at amazing altitudes, and everybody's going below you, and then that's it. And then it's like you need to slow down and land, or crash. Talk about crashing. Fish boy, mate. Did somebody not turn his fuel pumps on and try to change fuel to the wings? Yep. Or at least they landed in the water. Nope, he's on the ground. He's like, how do I get my fuel taps on? Oh, listen to me, I make things up all the time. So if you come down here, press these fuel pumps on, the emergency ones. Otherwise, if you try and use your outer or emergency tanks, you will not get them. It's supposed to pretend you're Pete Mitchell, and that's fun for some people. Yeah, but doesn't he like crash that thing and parachute out? You should write the back of books that explain this story. Yeah, because I'm like full of it, aren't I? Yeah. It's the Australian shorthand version. Lots of yeah nahs in it. Yeah nah. They're dead behind me. How's the B-24 keeping you there, Timothy? He must be on the flight line. Oh, almost. Hey, I got a circle around me now. What's with that? Since when have I run with a circle around me? Is that a new thing in the sim? Just in case you don't know which plane's you. Huh. Is that part of the new update? I've not seen that before. Synopsis is the word you're looking for. Yeah, that's it, the synopsis. Yeah, don't be so Pete Mitchell and push the plane into a dive like a noob. Yeah. Was looking for, yeah. Hey, hi, mate. Good morning. Good evening to you too. Pretty cool. You can hear that the engines get into sync there. Now we're just running an autopilot at the moment. Well, actually not even autopilot. I mean, technically it is, but it isn't. I'm just holding level and straight. So my trim is holding it. Radio. Man, we don't even use that thing. Turn the transponder on. We are prop pitch and yep, still within the right thing. Yep, cool. Remember to run the mixture probably up from lean. It must be on auto or something because that didn't move at all. Now what's this one? Turn air filter on. We have an air filter? Is that for the dusty areas? What does that do? Do you get to see anything happen there? Didn't see anything. Didn't change our performance. Take a few more degrees. We might just check our drop tank level. 93 is it gallons? I don't know. Probably. The combined drag of two drop tanks will decrease max continuous speed for about 25 miles an hour. Selecting any loadout. Also top up your oxygen supply. Oh yeah, I'm not running oxygen. I'm not running high enough for that. Actually, are we using oxygen, are we? No, my blinker's off. So we have no flow. I don't think I turned it on in the first place. Which one's my oxygen? Not that I need it. It's glare shield. No. I don't know which one the oxygen thing is. Huh. I wonder if that's just automatic. Oh, yeah, open the oxygen valve. That'll do it. Alright, then we're pumping oxygen. We actually don't need it for this altitude. We're doing fine. Create a new channel on Brett's Synopsis. I'm already running too many channels. There are channels you guys don't even know about. I have thought about doing a Reacts channel because I watch a few and I'm like, man, I could do that. But you know, I have a great face for radio. So I don't know if people want to see my face anymore. Bit of desert here. There's a road down there. How far away are we from airport? Yeah, I might run down that road. Oh, Mojave was saying, Mojave High was saying, create a new channel, Brett's Synopsises. Since update 5, what was the update 5 there, Fibro? Oh, the circle thing. Ah, I just never noticed it. I will do a gentle descent here. I don't want to do a dive and then not be able to pull up. It looks like some sort of dirt road next to... Oh, they might be making a new one. Yeah, that's probably what that is. Hey Gowan, a US pilot got 40 aircraft kills and 1 crocodile in PNG and a P-38. And 1 crocodile. That's awesome. Is that dark line an actual road or a raised... Oh, I don't know what that is. It might actually be the rail line. I don't think they've... Or a shadow. Can't tell what it is. I'd say it's a... Sim has not bothered putting much of a detail in here. It almost looks shadowy. There's like a ridge line thing, but why would they build that? It's probably actually meant to be a road. Those different lines in there could be traffic. Ah, who knows? Used to be green. Oh, right. I'm serious, you could read 1 to 2 minute summaries, synopsis, etc. Oh, I don't think anybody would want to hear me read that. G'day. Today's book. It's all about this dude. He did this. The end. He saw it following a group that was being rescued, so he took it out. No way. That's awesome. Because of course you do. There's a crocodile following you. Actually, it wouldn't be more like an American. There's a crocodile down there. It's still Australian, isn't it? Must not have been an Australian with the group, because he would have jumped on it. I'm gonna poke it in the eye with a stick. See if it gets upset. Oh crikey, he's upset now. I'm gonna stick my finger right up his clacker. That'll get him unhappy. Then we'll have a good ride. Yeah, Brett reads the synopsis, eh? There's not much on this road down here. Where's this airport we're going to? Past a little bit of a river type thing, or inlet. Yeah, might run that mixture a little higher while I'm right down at ground level. Look at all the rocks on that ridge line. How you doing, Mr. Gowan, as well? Fish voice in a 0. Ah, good. Yeah, okay. I think that got an update too recently. Ooh, I'm not sure I actually loaded the update. See if he's in the 0. Yeah, he is. Oh, he's in the kamikaze one. He's on my tail. Deflector shields to the rear, thanks. Hang on, we don't have deflector shields. Absolutely no traffic on this road. Disappointed. Got a few trees over here though, which is good. And there must be some sort of fertility along this coastline here. Or it's mud or something. And the sim thinks dark enough for trees, so I'll make them trees. Yeah, who knows? Another airport up the back there, FYPK. I wonder what they do there. There's some sort of property there. Oh, they've made some roads down to the coastline here. Don't actually see the houses though. A few more little towns. I wonder what people do. They live in places like that. What do they do there? For a living, I mean, like what? Fish? Not like you have much in the way of anything else out here. Salt farms. I wonder if that's what they're doing here. Flood the area, fill it with full of water. The water evaporates, leaves the salt. They scrape the salt off. That might actually be what it is. Some of Brett's made-up industries. Alright. This one's actually got protection of that hill there from the winds, I guess. Maybe that's why they've popped themselves in behind there. Doesn't really show anything else. I'd say, yeah, salt is probably produced here. Let's get ourselves level and straight for a second. Blow my nose, we'll be right back. I reckon. Do you know what I should do? I've got a new microphone now. It has a different gain on it. I think allows me to do an even deeper voice. Also have software you can make it even deeper. And then read it in the early morning when I've got a croaky voice. With a deep voice, Australian vocab, random topic, viral channel. Do you know what had happened though, in my opinion? Any story or anything that I were to read that is not mine, the creator of that story is probably going to copyright claim that content. I wouldn't even be surprised, even the news, if I read the news out, Here's the daily news. I'd have to make it a commentary on the subject that is open to fair use. If I'm actually reviewing or adding to or creating a comedic take on something, yes, definitely putting down at FAAB. Landing. I might go grab a water bottle. So, hang on, Jared's changed to a F-35 now. Alright, I'm going to come in on the wrong angle. Alright. Whatever. Hey, there's another airport right here. Oh, FYOG. Oh, that's actually a pretty green and flat runway. Nice. Why did I not choose that one? No idea. Probably this other one was larger. We can slow down enough, get the flaps down. So not the flaps, the gear. We will take flaps. Have to come in for a slower landing here. There's my gear, thank you. Run that mixture all the way for this. Been a while since I've landed one of these. Where's my speed? Still too much. $123 still. Oh, okay. There's little to no wind here, so that's good. Alright, we'll go and park over there, go get a water bottle, have a quick bathroom break, and then I'm going to get back to it. We have nose steering. No nose steering. Do I turn that off? Or no nose steering over a certain speed? Or does this have freewheeling nose wheel? No, it's had freewheeling, doesn't it? Yes, that's right. Hey, Stu's changed. Nice. I like that aircraft. The F6 got an update. I don't know if that's the F6 or not. Alright, forklift, where are you going? Jeez, mate. You're asking for it, aren't you? Ah, just in time to watch Clamjammer land it. Awesome. Alright, gonna have a quick bio break here. / I need a water bottle. Having a bit of a cough here, so Pussy's out. I'm gonna bail. Just wanted to join the Great Atlantic trip for at least part of it. Fibro, mate, thanks for coming along. I know it's late for you, but appreciate jumping in, and you got some of it as well. Thanks for a great tour, mate, and see you all. Yeah, we'll be doing GA after this for the next leg. A new area. Pick some topics that are just fun facts, history summarized. Add some Aussie slang and comedy. Try it on your main channel as a short. Yeah, I could probably do that actually. Even, you know, aircraft files. Mr. CPHI has gone and changed. Not fast enough in the lightning. Oh, did that just crash my sim? Are you kidding? What happened there? I actually didn't even press anything. I was just watching Mr. CPHI take off and the sim says no. Sim says no. That's annoying. How much fuel did I have left? I didn't check. Man, I didn't even press anything. Just wanted to go and get a drink of water. Get my water bottle. Can I have some music? Did somebody else change plane by any chance? And if you did, what did you change to? I'm trying to work out what might or might not be the issue here. Have a good night, Fibro. To see you, mate. I will load back in on there. And then go get the water bottle. Anyway, had 1 hour there. We're doing really well. And then something just said no. No, there's something interfering now. Wow. There's something there that is not liking. I'm going to jump back in, but I'm going to change regions. Don't change with me. I want to see if the sim will load in when I can't see any of you. Just to rule out that it's another aircraft file that is conflicting. Got my calming music on. I hope it's working. But that one wouldn't let me. Pretty much the moment I press fly already, ready to fly. It just registering something and saying no. It's interesting, sometimes the sim plays sounds and sometimes it doesn't. I can hear it. Mucking up my music. Sometimes it won't play sounds. Did anybody else change planes? Stu, you changed planes, but I was actually able to park there before it crashed. Is anybody else changing? I know the VL3 Mrs. TPHI was there, but I don't know if that was it, because I think somebody else was in it already. Or the velocity. Right, you finished playing your noise? I'll put my own back on, thank you. That's pretty bad. We'll try it. You know what? Let's try down here. What time is it now? Closer to 10. Just while I can't see anybody, don't swap over just yet. I want to see if it's another aircraft. Oh yeah. Get in. I'd say it probably is. Alright, going for the full tanks again. Alright, I'm going to swap back to server and see if it automatically has a crash once you guys pop in. Or if we're good. Alright, there we go. Popping in. Aircraft popping in. Sim has crashed. It is a 100% one of the aircraft somebody's in. How about that? Okay, there is a conflict with one of the aircraft. Stu, you changed. Mrs. TPHI, you changed. Give me a second. Which one? Flying Iron F6F. Is that what you're in, Stu? Are you in the F6F by any chance? The reason I'm asking is that had an update. And I want to make sure that I've got it installed. So before I do this, I'm going to go to my add-on linker. When did I put the F6F in? Because I've already got the download. 11th of the 6th, 4 days ago. Okay. Let's Make sure I haven't got it double in, because if it's double in, no, I don't. Okay. See if it works. Yes. Twitch Boy is the only one I have in an airliner. Yep, I changed to the F-35. I couldn't use the B-25. I kept crashing into desktop like 3 times. Oh, okay. I haven't had an update. The Flying Iron had an update, F6F, and I have updated it. So it should be okay. The only other one was that I did see someone change was the... Now let's have a look for the F-35. That's a Just Flight, isn't it? No. Whose is the F-35? I just want to get in and check this first. India Fox Echo. I've only got a 20 version of that, do I? Yeah, I only have the 2020 version. So there is 100% a conflict with one of the aircraft that we jumped in. Yes, the F6. Now, did you update the Hellcat? You know what? Even though I updated it, I'm going to remove it just temporarily, so I won't see you in it, just to see if that's the issue. And if it is, I'll just tell them, hey, the Hellcat needs some conflict issue in 2024 sim. Do you have the old version? No, I won't swap. I'll just stick with that. Oh, we'll test that. No, you didn't update? Okay, I'm just going to remove it completely and we'll see if it was the issue. So you don't have to change, just stay there because I don't want you hopping out. I want to make sure that was the issue. Typhoon had an update too. I don't think I actually installed the update for that yet. We're not using those. All right, we'll work it out. Interesting though, we're flying no problem. The moment I get near someone at the airport, pop, off it goes. So yeah, there's obviously some issue with whatever file there. Okay, well, we'll narrow it down. Still haven't got that water bottle. I need to load in first and then make a quick run down to the house. May end up boiling the kettle as while I'm there. Or we'll get in the air and I'll sit it flying to the next destination. Actually, that's probably not a bad idea since I can hold it level. The fun of a whole bunch of different aircraft. All right, let's see if that was the issue. So I've taken the actual Hellcat out. The update was just the other day. Let's pop back here. 10 o'clock. 10:07. Wow, it's taken us 10 minutes. The other alternative, it could be the velocity needs an update. Or I've got a conflict with that. No, I've lost it straight away. That's interesting. else would have been there? Well, that's actually really annoying because now I don't know. Because when we it's not that. When we jumped in, people were in the B25. There was a velocity there as well. Anybody else change aircraft? 35? I don't know if that'll be the issue, but you know what? I will remove that for now and see if that's an issue. I had a similar thing with one of Hangar's aircraft conflicting with another person's mod. So, Steve, well, you could have actually taken off and flown around so you're further away. No, it wasn't you because I already took that aircraft out completely. And the only other one I'm doing is I'm taking out the F-35 now, just to see if that was an issue. Oh, there's that music again. You have to... How about I just mute the stream and keep my music going? Oh, so much better. Should have kept flying, Brett. We're doing fine. But it wouldn't be Flight Sim if it didn't have constant crash to desktops, because people can't add non-conflicting files. Which, is it the developer's problem or is it the Sim's problem? They can't make an architecture that can handle stuff? Or are developers trying to add stuff that is more than the sim can handle? But then my plane was working fine until I got near someone. Could set it to use generic models. Yeah, that would be the next possibility. I want to work out what aircraft it is though. And we were fine starting off. I think it's when people decided to change aircraft. Why are you going up? Go down. Thank you. What was that? No, crashed straight away. Something else is a problem. There is a different aircraft there now, file, that it just does not like. Anybody else change aircraft? Anything else I've got here that is... I may have to go generic aircraft. I'll try one last thing. What is the velocity under? Is it a got friends? Or have they called it something else? Because I can't see it. To remove it. Maybe it has an update. Actually, where is the got friends aircraft? Oh, it's a BKSQ. Okay. Velocity XL. I'm going to take that out just to see. Oh, maybe that needs an update. Yes, I tried disconnecting from the server. I went to East USA and I had no problem. Wait, is it velocity? No, what's the one that goes really fast? The oh no, that's not the one. It's not the Velocity XL. I keep getting the name wrong. It's under J. I'm loading the wrong egg. Velocity is not the problem. Sorry, not velocity. What's it called? The VL3 thing that goes super speed. Why am I getting the name wrong? It's under J in the sim. Yeah, Vertigo. That's it, Vertigo. Sorry, totally wrong. Aha. Of course, it's under freeware aircraft, not payware. Got friends Vertigo. Alright, that's why I had look in the wrong spot. Well, I didn't install that velocity back in. Okay, so yeah, Colonel. This is just going to crash again. Is somebody still in the velocity? All right, so let's go. You can hold off the music. All right, stuff the water. I'll go for that later once I get in the air. So it's 100% another aircraft. All right. Oh, and there's a truck there. I was going to go around the fuel bowser. Fine. I can drive on a little bit of dirt. I will swap back to servers later. I might see if I can remove the file mid. I probably won't be able to. Now let's see if that does the job. Honestly, we could fly right into that. Sandstorm coming. I'll take full throttle for takeoff here, thank you. Yeah, it's a crosswind. Taking it anyway. Gear up. Get that below the manifold. Alright. Yeah. No, I didn't need to restart at all. Once I start streaming from a different PC, alright, I will get a little bit of a distance here and change servers and see if that kills it. Alright, you hold there. Before I go too far, I am actually going to change that server right now. No, not automatic. Jaguar. Someone's in the Jaguar. Well, look at that. The moment I get in there. All right. We are going to change. Okay, you guys keep changing aircraft. I'm not going to learn which one it is that is the problem. If people keep swapping aircraft. So I'm just going to leave them in and turn off to, oh, I need that black square back in. Oops, gone now. I go back to East to join you guys, East Asia, sorry, Southeast Asia. And the moment I do that, it clicks in you guys, and then one of the aircraft is conflicting, and bam, the whole sim shuts down. And I can't tell which one it is because I've noticed you guys have swapped aircraft. At least 3 or 4 of you have swapped aircraft now, and I keep looking, I see a new aircraft has been swapped. So I have no idea. Like, I noticed there was a Jaguar there now. It's the first time I've seen that. People swapped to the Velocity, but I'm sure I saw one at the beginning. The B-25 was already there. The F-35 was not close to me to start off with, so that one I don't know. But I already tried loading it without it. So I'm going to turn off and do exactly what Gowan was saying there. Go to generic models. Going to have to. Could move one at a time. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Stay in East and we can move over. All right, so can we do that? Can we get everybody to get over to, say, East USA? And then, but you need to write in chat when you're about to change, because I need to know who it is that's aircraft, so that I know that either that aircraft needs fixing and or replacing or removing. You know what, I'm just going to take off direct from here this time, although I need to make sure I got long range. So we've been working on this already almost half an hour. Got the update for the Hellcat? Yeah, it's not that, because I actually removed it. I may have loaded in too soon here, because everybody will be on the same server still. Or they're far enough away.
GenXR Bravo Papa 1-2 tree, taking off runway 11, departing straight out Alexander Bay.
Alexander Bay, yep. Alright, I can see Mrs. TPHI in their 38. So did you change back from the other aircraft? I can see Long Nuts and Twitch Boy's now in a HO229. I don't even own that one, so I can't imagine that's the conflict. I don't even own it. I can see Long Nuts in the same aircraft. So if you're in a P38, don't change. If you're already in the P38, don't change. Elric, what are you in? FW90, I don't own that either, so you don't have to change. Mrs. TPHI, I saw you there a moment ago. It was not crashing, so I don't think it's that. Yeah, I saw you in the P38 now. I don't know. One aircraft is mucking it up. Foggy here. Hey, Gaming Wombat, mate. I fixed it one day. Gosh, I don't know how you guys put up with this. Yeah. I enjoy it when it works, but I'm not happy with it overall, obviously. Hold altitude there, thank you. Climb 1,000 feet, that'll do. Alright, who's on East USA at the moment? Yeah, I love it too. Going to load East USA in the B-24. Now, I saw the B-24 on the runway when we first started, so I don't think that's it. Oh, hang on, we need to go direct, change, direct, change. Send that, thank you. Alright. So, Mrs. TPHI, you're back in a 38. You can, oh, you're here. Jared, mate, what are you in? F4. Okay. It's when people change aircraft. Something's mucking up. Do you want to bring, Timothy, you want to bring the B-24 back over? Google Earth introduced a flight sim? Yeah, come back to East Asia in your B-24. I don't know if that was necessarily the problem, because you were right on their runway when I first started. It's when I got there and then 3 or 4 people changed aircraft, and I couldn't work out what was going on. Hang on, why are we heading this? Where am I meant to be heading? 178. Yeah, that'll take me down the coastline. Right next to the flight plan. Yep, good. So I finally played the demo of Over the Hill. It's good. Yeah, I did too. Just not sure I can play SnowRunner all over again as basically the same. I think it's got a few extra, well, in my opinion, handling stuff was better, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. I did 3.6 hours, and I got everything except one crate, I think. But when you've got multiplayer, I'd be happy for that. And I like the ability to park yourself on anywhere you want, put it down a campfire, and make the time go past quicker. That was a pretty cool little add-on. So I don't know, it's got some stuff in that I really enjoy. Alright, Clam Jam is back. Now who else jumped over? Who was in the Jaguar? I don't know whether it might have been Elric. Look, it's working fine now, so don't keep changing aircraft. Excuse me. That's why I needed that water. Alright. I reckon I can go and get it. I'm going to climb a little. Actually, let's take this maybe to 5. Alright, that'll do. Get above these clouds. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Can't find 2 crates. Right, yeah, I think I got one left on top of a ridge line, and trying to get up this way. I was trying to do it right at the end there. Trying to get up high enough to get on there was a bit difficult, but yeah. Dev was. Alright, Dev. Are you back in? Maybe choose something other than that. Look, to be honest, if you guys are going to sit way over there and not in formation, I definitely could put on generic aircraft. Yeah, Stu hasn't come back. I don't know if it was that. For the love of God, do not press any more buttons, Brett. Yeah. Played 60 minutes, enough to know so I don't spoil it full if I do actually get it. Yeah, I played the whole map. I was enjoying it. But I was also by myself solo, so I want to see if how multiplayer goes. Are you okay to stay in chat, are you? Hey, what happened there? My task manager shut down. Well, that's interesting. It auto shut down. I've been monitoring my system, and then task manager said, "Nah, I've had enough." Running a lot leaner. and keeping it below the red. What fuel are we using? We are using the mains. Okay. Pumps are on. Using the drop tanks, because we'll probably drop those later. Take that off now. We'll open the valve. Only at 5,000 feet, but switchboard's smoking. F5 fighter is showing up as. May as well be on generic because they don't show up how they're supposed to anyway. Is Over the Hill really that good? I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it and put a good review for the demo because it gave me a good understanding of what I thought I was going to get and what I did get, and I was like, yep, I'm happy with that. I could hear that. Easy enough, yeah. Stopping at FAQJ? No, let's just keep going. Use it as a waypoint. Yeah, it's not a sim. It's a chill game. It's a feel-good chill game with a bit of a ability to fast travel and get explore. That's basically it. Now, price-wise, I don't know how much it's going to cost, but I hope it's not going to be a major price because I think it's less of a challenging game and more of a chill game, and I think it should be priced accordingly. I think it should be priced accordingly. That doesn't mean it's going to be. I think it should be. So we'll see. Yep, upgrades and progression, and you get lots of different vehicles to customize yourself, and you can have all your different friends having theirs customized different. It's kind of like when you go four-wheel driving with your mates and you've got different things on your four-wheel drives. Yeah. Yeah, no fuel and instant repair when you travel. Yeah, I like that instant repair part too. So I did roll my car a couple of times. Yeah, a chill $20 game. Yeah, that's right. If it was well, it's 20 US. Well, a $30 game, okay, Australian. I can handle that. A 20 US, okay. I don't mind a chill game. Sim's crashed. Don't you dare. Alright. Who did what? Generic aircraft it is. I'm not mute. I'm just not saying anything. You got close to me? Did you upgrade your P38 in the last few days? Yeah, I'm not mute, Mojave High. This is when I need chill. Yeah, this is me trying not to swear. I'm glad I got the music going. This is the last flight of this series. If the sim doesn't fix up stuff, I don't know if I'm going to keep using it. go play Zelda instead. We went out last night and bought a new copy of Zelda for the Switch. No, so you were fine. You were on the ground with me at the beginning, so it would have crashed right then. You swapped to the Vertigo. Jared swapped to the F-35. Dev went to the Jaguar. Stu went to the Hellcat. I did upgrade the Hellcat. So I don't know. Yeah, she showed you. Yeah. She's sharing more of our life than I am with you and another person online. I've watched and like, man. Although I have been busy. I'm going to start here again. I'm going to turn on generic aircraft. Wow. I'm determined to finish this one. Is it under here? Turbulence. Is that meant to be off? Wake turbulence is meant to be off. No, never mind. Where is this? This one. No, that's simplified. Where's generic aircraft? I don't think it's that. I have no problem with that. It's a particular aircraft is the problem. What is it under? Anybody know? Thought it was simplified. Is that all? So, okay, so that's all it's called now. So I've gone simplified. Okay. Wait up, music. Let's try this again.
Alexander Bay traffic, GenXR Bravo Papa, 1-2 tree, taking off runway 11, departing straight out, Alexander Bay.
All right. Else not set. do the barrow as well. Okay. You do a climb for me? 178, thank you. Jared's the one behind me, okay. Alright, running down the flight plan, nice. Let's see if low fidelity does the job. We are running those open, are we? Probably warmer here, that's why. Hey, well, only one's open. Automatic. Okay. Why is the right side open and left side's not? Alright, we're running, pumps are on, thank you. I'll take drop tanks first, thank you. And let's lean you out. What's the altitude? Oops. I wanted to drop there. Might have leaned it out too quick. Yeah, so there's obviously an aircraft conflict there. We just haven't worked out which one. A bit of turbulence. No, show it, sorry. What are we running through? Yep, okay. Up to 5, you're going to stop at 5. It's going to struggle to get to 5. I don't need those landing lights on. Alright, can we run outside again? We were fine until we decided to land. Alright. Are we good? Are we good? Let's look away from everybody else. Although then we can't tell how close we're getting. Alright, 5,000 feet. I may actually... Whoa, it's a bit rough here. Oh, hello. What was that about?
You'll be back! You haven't seen the last of Willie!
Hey, Stu. Wow, we just climbed 900 feet. Have a good night, mate. I know it's getting a bit late there. Yeah, I hope I get it fixed too. Excuse me. Why are you not... Why are you descending? Yeah, AP's having a bit of trouble there. Like it's climbing too steep. pitot heat is on. We're running that one open and that one closed. What's the deal with that? Why we got one vent open and one closed? Who got near me? I don't know. Anybody else getting close? There must be something conflicting there. Like if I could work out what one aircraft, if it is only one aircraft that is the conflict, and remove it and the sim runs great and doesn't crash, absolutely. And then we can also probably get in contact with them and say, hey, this happens every time your aircraft loads in. I don't know what the problem is, but I won't be using it until I'll tell everybody else that flies with me I can't have it because you might have to jump into the next airport. Actually, no, load in first.
Foxtrot Alpha Quebec Juliet traffic. GeneXR Bravo Papa 1-2 tree. Taking off runway 20. Departing straight out. Foxtrot Alpha Quebec Juliet.
Okay, let's see. The AI had anything to do as well, but oh, listen to those. That sounds awesome. Annoying though that it keeps crashing. I'm gonna need to work out what aircraft. Jerry's in the Vertigo now. We don't need long range anymore, but stick with it. Hey, Mike. "24 is a problem?" I don't think 24 is a problem. Well, it could be, but it's some sort of aircraft that is mucking up one aircraft. We haven't worked out which one. But yeah, look, the sim does update, and then all the developers have got to go and potentially fix their issues. Because the sim creates issues. What a feet will do. Take a 178 direction. Yes, I've got one aircraft that must be interfering. We just can't work out which one. Now, problem is, other people are in aircraft I don't own, but they're coming up as aircraft that I do own, not just a generic, which is both good and bad. It's trying to tell the sim that make it look like this. Still 200 feet? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Barrow was out. Okay. Take it to 1,000 feet. Don't know. I just want to be able to enjoy a flight. Constant sim crash doesn't help. So this is the last flight of the whole series, number 30. Making our way down to Cape Town. So alright, FAKZ. See if it crashes again when I get close to people. The only way I can get around that is to go offline, which is annoying. When you're doing a multiplayer flight. Weather certainly changed. I climb a little or a lot. Okay, start using the drop tanks, thank you. Yeah, when it keeps crashing like that, it makes you think you're not allowed to have nice things in this sim. We're going to have the generic, only what is in the marketplace. Even then, I can't guarantee it. It really wants to try and climb, doesn't it? I'm sorry, did you stop at 3? Oh, we're going to 3, alright. Yeah, trying to climb that. Oh, no, it didn't. It went through. You're going to slow down, aren't you? You're going to drop speed. Drop my nose. Let's try holding altitude there. What did you actually get to? 3.8. Fine, let's just go to 4. .94 mile an hour is the stall speed, flaps up. Well, we weren't going to do that, but we wouldn't be able to maintain that climb. I'm going to follow the coastline and fly past you guys. I wonder if we're getting close, it'll be an issue. So the 25 I was able to see before. Let's see what switchboard is in. Or Mr. CPHA is not letting me read. There we go. 24, okay. Lamb Jam is in a Caribou now, he shows up as. What? Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Vertigo. And what's Mrs. CPHI? No, can't see. It won't show me. Whatever. So instead of a B20... Oh, yeah, because I'm on simplified. Never mind. I'll work it out. Watch, the moment I go on the outside view, it'll probably lose it. Maybe just stay in here for now. Soccer field, do you reckon? Probably. Yeah, I know you're in the 24. It says 24, but it says it's going to show up as a Caribou. But it's going to show as a Caribou because I put simplified on. So... And I don't want to use this sim if I have to use a simplified version. I bought the aircraft. I want to see the aircraft flying with me. None of this other stuff. Hey, Soldier Boy's here. Sorry, Desert Soldier, not Soldier Boy. Desert Soldier. Hello, mate. Where's he in? We are having trouble getting... You're in a Bonanza Hellcat. Right, but it's coming up as a Bonanza 33. Alright. Generic aircraft. I wonder if there's a website where people have written down what aircraft conflict. There is a website, a list of 2020 aircraft conflicting with 24 upgrades. Simstaller. Oh yeah, Parallel 42's got that. Maybe I should run it. And potentially run through your list of stuff. Australia did good at FIFA. I'm not following it. That's the World Cup at Mexico. Mexican World Cup, also co-sponsored by US and Canada. Like, I have no idea why the USA is hosting any of this Soccer World Cup. I know why Mexico would, and their celebrations and setup and stuff is awesome. They greet the fans, they look after them. In the US, even all the players had to go through full-on security checks, treated like criminals until they could be proven to be allowed in. Where in Mexico, they're just going having fun. It's like, wow, okay. Yeah, so it's North American. So one country couldn't seem to do enough. I don't know. I saw some funny videos where, look, I'm sorry, I'm going to bag out on Americans, US Americans, for a moment. So please bear with me. You're not all like that. There are some smart people there and some nice people. I've got lots of friends there that I've seen in person when I was staying over there. But there are some right old idiots. Same with in Australia too, to be honest. But there are some right old idiots. Yeah, I knew I heard a aircraft. Saying that the World Cup wasn't very big until the US hosted it. You know, never been so big until the world, you know, and also the Super Bowl. You guys don't have as many viewers as the Super Bowl, and I'm like, are you kidding? The last World Cup had 1.2 billion viewers, where the Super Bowl is only in the US. It takes 4 Super Bowls to get the same, no, to get 500,000 people to view. It's like, are you kidding? You have no idea how fanatical people are overseas. Like all of South America, that's pretty much all they play. Africa, that's pretty much all they play. And in Europe, that's what they are 100% into. Enough that they want to burn down cities in celebration or defeat. But hey, I don't even bother watching it. Oh yeah, soccer's international. It is the only football, really. All the others seem to use their hands for everything. Like American, I was saying this the other day, American football, also known as gridiron, uses mostly their hands. Australian football, AFL, Australian Football League, use mostly their hands. They do kick it a fair bit, but it's not football. They kick it a little bit and they use their hands to punt it back and forth between each other. It's like, come on, that's not football. Rugby, both league and union, they use nearly always their hands. That's not football. Like comparing F1 to NASCAR views. One is a worldwide, the other is US only. Yeah, that's it. You don't say that NASCAR is the most watched motorsport. I very much doubt that. I can't get to see it. I can't watch it. Hey, Angel 15, mate. No, it's Angel 15 now. Angel 15, sorry. You like using your hand, I know. And nuts are sometimes also known as balls. Mr. Long Balls. Likes using his hands. Oh, I'm just kidding. Hey, Gus, there are idiots everywhere. Yes, there is. There is idiots everywhere. Americans also riot. Do they? For football? Oh, baseball. Baseball riots? Really? I never thought I should have seen that. Mike says, one day I want to come down under for a coffee and, of course, the friendly people and scenery. Yeah. There's some really nice people down here. Celebrating a Scotland win? A win? I'm not bothered watching it. Sorry. I did watch the Formula 1 in the highlights. That's it. That's all I bothered now. I'm not paying money for it. Yeah. Basketball. Oh, sorry, not baseball, but Americans also write New York over basketball. Really? Mr. Long Balls. Yeah, all long nuts. Gammy says, we have good coffee, but only in Victoria. Coffee elsewhere is subpar. You really think so? Yeah, I don't know about that. But you don't really want to come to Victoria. It is so woke and has not free speech. Yeah, and I heard it called the other day the crime capital of Australia, which is not incorrect. There is a reason for that. And Gammy, mate, I'll be there on Friday. Just people in New York City are idiots. Okay, yeah. I kind of guessed that. I mean, isn't it a melting pot of massive amount of people, and yeah, that causes issue either as well. Basketball, netball in UK. Netball's a different game to basketball. There is netball, and I know a lot of Australians, women, young girls normally play netball here in Australia. New York State and New York City. Right, okay, I got that. Stay away from Victoria. Heard cane is good. What do you mean cane is good? Hey, Ricky. How you doing, mate? Big hello from the UK. And big up the Aussies for the World Cup. Yeah, I'm not watching it, so I don't know how they did. Yeah, and like I watch the Formula 1 now, but I don't bother spending the money on the actual televised anymore. I just watch the YouTube shorts in the morning on the toilet before I have a shower. You know, it lasts for a couple of minutes. I see who did what, where they came. Can't be bothered supporting them. Yeah, I know that you got elections in November, and there is some parties absolutely pooping themselves at the moment. We got an airport here? No, you guys are just down low. Okay. I'd be interested to see how it goes, Gammy, mate. I'd be interested to see how it goes. I cannot imagine the current leader getting back in, whether her own party dumps her first, although I have heard they're saying it's probably going to be too late for that now. They just don't have the momentum and or the fix up, so she's going to go down on her sword because she refuses to let go, which is fine. I don't even live in there, and I'm like, yeah, no, don't resign. You're going to lose. We want you to lose. Stay there. Don't resign, because you're out soon, no matter who's next. Typo, someone suggested I visit Kane or Ken down under. Okay, I don't know what that means. You're talking about like sugar cane? That would be up in Queensland. Rugby football does predate soccer in the modern league sense. Soccer, however, is a very similar to a 3,000-year-old Central American sport. Might be why it's so popular. Yeah, look, when I'm saying football is because they got the word foot in it. Not because it's run ball. You're not using your feet to run everywhere and carry the ball. It's because you're only using your feet to kick it. That's why I think soccer should be the only one called football. All the rest should be called what they are. Rugby league, rugby union, Australian fumble ball league, because they can't seem to hang on to that thing. Aerial ping pong is another name for it. Look, the American, what they call football is called gridiron. That's fine. We know it as gridiron. Keep that name. It's not football unless you're only kicking it. Anyway, that's my opinion, and my opinion is all that matters for me. So yeah. I watched the 24-hour Le Mans. Oh yeah. I saw some video shorts for that, and I'm like, I would like to jump in and watch more of that. Much better than the F1, yeah. Yo crap is this season. Yeah, I'm not invested in the F1 as much now. I do want Antonelli to win though, but I don't want Mercedes to win, but can't have one without the other. I'm hoping, well, I mean, he didn't even finish this race, but he's a young guy, and he's absolutely showing it to Russell, who, in my opinion, because he's been there for so long, thinks he's entitled. As long as they don't do what McLaren did and start sabotaging Antonelli in order to try and make sure that Russell, who's been there longer, wins the championship. What they did in McLaren last year, in my opinion, with the young guy, the new one in, was winning lots of the races. So they changed his car without telling him or his pit box. But anyway. Ricky, hey, g'day. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, good. Port Douglas is an amazing place. Western Australia is good too. They're currently trying to split from Australia. They've been trying that for ages. I don't think they're going to do it. Even though they think, oh yes, but we've got lots of mining, so we've got lots of money and we can run ourselves different to the rest of you. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Auto racing and rock climbing are the only real sports. The others are only use one ball. Gridiron are meant to use the iron bars on the ground. Not anymore. What iron bars on the ground? What was that? Generic aircraft. Certainly heard that come over. As a soldier says, names are weird. Even the Commonwealth countries calling soccer football is pretty recent. Churchill said, Britain and America are two nations divided by a common language. Yeah. Not so common anymore. And there are many in the US that think that they speak American. And they don't speak English. Like, are you kidding? Now there is US English, but there's also Australian English. Australian English, though, like when you're actually typing stuff and you're looking at it in books and stuff, Australian English is pretty much identical to British English in spelling and the likes. The only difference is, actually I don't think there's any difference. Maybe the when we start putting in measurements, it's going to go metric. I don't know. Alright, so this seems to be working. Whoever's aircraft was marking up before, or now that it's locked in generic aircraft. Okay. We drive on a parkway and park in a driveway. Drive in a parkway. Do you call some roads parkways? Is that the ones in, like, around Los Angeles with lots of traffic? 6 lanes of bumper-to-bumper traffic is called a parkway, is it? Iron bars before they painted the lines, I believe. Wow. Ricky says, I haven't watched since Nigel Mansell. Yeah. I like those days too. East Coast Americans do speak the way the British spoke in the 1700s. Yeah, okay. Victoria killed the rhetoric R. Right. Do you know what else I heard? Now, I know it's going to sound self-serving, but that at one stage they thought that true English was the way the Australians were speaking it, back around about the early 1900s. Because a mix of all of the mostly English migrants had moved over to Australia from all the different areas, and in the UK they have a lot of different accents for the different areas, but in Australia it kind of all amalgamated into one common accent that everybody was able to understand everybody. And I do believe that there was probably the Victoria, or Queen Victoria, or whatever it was, one of them, when they started introducing the Queen's English, was also to prevent the Australian accent taking over as true English, as in English that everybody can understand. So that was weeded out. So Australians still speak it, but it's now Australian accent, not true English. Only because there were so many of them all come together, and their accents all basically morphed into what is now known as the Australian accent. I guess it all comes down to speaking a language that everybody can understand no matter where you're from. That would be the true whatever language it might be. Northeast, anyone, parkways are roads that do not allow trucks, only passenger cars. No way! Parkways. Okay, we don't have parkways here. We have roads that don't allow trucks, but they're not called parkways. Yeah, there might be the occasional expressway that has that type of thing. Might maybe have the word parkway on it, but yeah. When Jackie Stewart, oh mate, that's pretty old. Yeah, back in the days when the safety was being increased. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they used to drive around with leather helmets. You're talking crazy. Yeah, I know. It doesn't seem right, does it? Australian accent. Australians do sound quite similar to Americans. It's the way we can tell the difference. You guys do use a rhetoric R quite a bit. It's like early 1800s microcosm of English. Yes. The US uses their R a lot more. American or American. Australians say American or Yanks. I reckon that's how it's done. Yeah, Spanish is even worse in its differences. Yeah, I don't understand Spanish enough to be able to hear the different accents. And the tiny bits of Spanish that I've been exposed to, such as in Central America, they all spoke too fast for me anyway. So, you know, I got a little bit of the mustas. Bien. And fine. But I don't know. I just copied what then they call me Jefe. I'm like, what? I'm thinking they're calling me heavy because I was a big guy. And I'm like, Jefe? Then I found out it's chief. I'm like, oh, okay. Only because I was in charge of the group at the time. But, you know, I didn't know what it meant. FA? One of my closest rating buddies is from Boston, Southside. I can't tell if he wants his shorts or his khakis. Oh, no. So Boston has a strong accent too, does it? Americans have a rough instead of roof. Yeah, a rough. Oh, yeah. Drinks are on the rough. You want fast Spanish? Try to talk to a Puerto Rican. Ha! No, I don't speak Spanish. That's the problem. And they all speak too fast for me to even know if there was a different accent. Mi nombre is Brett. I think that's my name, isn't it? My name is Brett. Yeah. We're getting a little bit greener here, but still, there's a reason why there's not a lot of people living here. Alright, FAVQ. Might go and do a touch and go there. Probably dirt. Yeah, it is. We'll do it. Put our dusty wheels down, or make it dusty on the way through. I have a roof. Says Gowan. Yeah, not a rough. Rough is how the upper Midwestern say it. Bunch of Finns, Poles, and Germans up here. Right. Who? What's the warlords? Warlords down here. Trying to lump Americans together silly. We had 50 different states and even more accents. Yeah, see, you can hear different accents between the US, but to be honest, in Australia, I would have to say we don't have much in the way of different accents. We only have different speeds. So if you were talking to an Australian from the country, you would actually probably know them because, "G'day, how you going? My name's Brett and I live in the country." When you talk to an Australian from the city, "G'day, how you going? Yeah, alright. Nah, alright, yeah. Yeah, nah, depending on where you are. It may come down to how much education, the accent, but I don't think there's much in the way of regional accents. From what I've heard people talking, someone from WA and someone from Sydney, depending on where they live, if they're in the city, they pretty much speak the same. Okay, there's some twang people depending on their education and if they came from the country, and you know, there's the Pauline Hanson stereotype of I don't understand, but she's got a twang as well. But look, it's country stuff. So honestly, no, the US, you've got 50 different states all trying to pretend that you're a country. You're all trying to be individuals. It's the United States. I don't think you're all that united at the moment, though. But yeah, I spent too much time in Texas. I am told I sound like Hank Hill. Oh no. Yeah. It's more with a higher nasal at the back. Nah, yeah. All right. I want to go get my bottle of water at the moment, but I'm worried that if I walk away from it, someone's going to fly near me and the whole sim crashes. I don't know. Music? When you are, Mr. Music. There we go. No offence to anyone in Australia, but two of our cities, Melbourne and Sydney, do not have too many British ancestor Aussies left. They don't speak English in their first language. Oh, Gammy, you know where I was? You know where I was for the month of April into May? I was lucky to see Caucasian, and also lucky to see if I could see a woman's hair. You know what I mean. Women didn't seem to have hair there. At least they didn't like showing it. And no, they didn't speak English as their first language. Some of them may not even speak English at all. Had two Australian Army officers giving us a counter-terrorism brief. One from Melbourne and one from Darwin. Definitely. Oh, Darwin is country. Even though there's a city there, Darwin is country. And if he's from the military, he probably actually lived out in the country. It's not smack in the city. Trying to have a conversation with anyone from Louisiana that is Creole. I think that's how I pronounce that. Quarter of what they say is French. Yeah, I heard there's a lot of French speaking in some of those places like Louisiana. Yeah. Staying away from you. Twice now I got close and your sim crashed. Yeah, maybe it's the piece. No, look, you were on the ground when I first started and it didn't crash then. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's right. You know, I said you were in prison. Hey, Gammy, come and visit me. Why didn't you? My cousin has the best accent ever. He's from New Orleans, so has a southern drawl. And he's also gay, so he has a lisp. I love talking to him. A southern lisp, a southern drawl lisp. I'm not even going to try and pretend that I know how that sounds. Sounds funny. Yeah, I go back, Gammy Wombat, I go back on Thursday. I'll be there Friday. Cyril is or Creole. Made up French long ago. Some blokes didn't like the government and were kicked out and came to America. Right. So it's an amalgamation French, is it? That kind of looks like some sort of farmland that they're trying to develop. I think they're growing dirt. It seems to be working. Oh, where's that dirt runway? It's coming up. Went out with a Maori lady a few times, and so I can tell the Kiwi accent now. Depending on how Maori she is, as in how full-blooded, she probably would have a different accent to other New Zealanders. If you come across a strong Maori cultural person, as in someone who's stayed with their culture a lot, they do have that Islander New Zealand sound. So we can hear the difference between a Maori New Zealander and just another potentially Caucasian New Zealander. New York has a lot of French as well. My dad failed the first 3 years of school because he couldn't speak English. Could not speak English. Even though he was born here, even just one generation ago, there's a French-only towns. Yeah, okay. Is that up near Canada? And isn't Canada still got French-only areas as well? You never speak Quebec French. In Paris, they will chase you out. Right, so it's like they're destroying the French language or something, is she? Oh, she was definitely Auckland raised. Yeah, okay. Very tall. Yeah. I'm sure Maori, Polynesian look to her. She'd probably be a very nice lady. Don't mind the Polynesian look myself. Didn't marry one, but still didn't mind it. Right, we must be getting close to getting off the drop tanks. No, 77. Oh yeah, because we had to reload a few times. How far have we got to go? Not very. I might end up dropping them. They may need to be empty. I wonder if we should do it over the water. I want to see if this actually works. Yes, it does. Woohoo! They gone? Ah, I wish they'd blow up. They were half full of fuel. Oh, alright. Wind turbine farm. Alright, now we probably will increase speed. Looks like we have too. Love that. Thank you. Okay, now we need to get ourselves a... Oh, we've got a bit of turbulence now that we have less weight underneath. Getting knocked around here. Alright. Yeah, close to Quebec, yeah. Hang on, Ricky. Ignore the mess, I dropped phone. Right, okay. I had no idea what that meant. Hey, why are we climbing? We dropped altitude, did we? Excuse me. Oh, it's trying to climb because it was set on I've got this much weight and drag, so I'm going to continue climbing. All right. Get me down to there. Don't overspeed. So with the drop tanks off, it actually gave a decent climb. All right, you going back to 5? Thank you. I think I got a runway that right there. Missed it because I went and climbed. I'm going to go down. Put those air brakes on. This could be a bit dangerous. We will put the air brakes on. We'll slow ourselves down because we won't be able to pull up if we overspeed. Where's my altitude there? Thank you. Oh, we are almost speeding there. Look at that, 300 mile an hour. That's where we're going. Alright, I can take those back in now. Music can stop altogether before I fall asleep. We need to slow down. Just want to put my wheels down on here. Alright, that definitely slowed me down. Bit heavy. Just want to say that I was there. Alright, hang on, I got a phone call again. Alright, my father was calling. And that was the second time he's called. Oh, I needed to answer that just to make sure there was not a urgent matter. We're all good. Alright. New Zealand and Australians are definitely on my bucket list. Not only got as close as Indonesia. Okay, nothing like Australia. I have been to Indonesia though. That's just your accent. Yeah. No, it's not freeware. This is 2020 aircraft. Moved over to 24 for purpose of this flight. So this is the Flying Iron P-38. Now those waves don't look right. Tell you what, with the drop tanks off, I appear to be getting a lot more lift. Obviously, plane's lighter. Yeah, it had a recent update, but I think only for 2020, not necessarily for 2024, Sim. If I can hold that there, I believe that is holding. $400 feet. Alright, I need to redo the barrow, make sure that's closer to, let's go 500. Probably one of the easiest to fly. Yeah, I agree with you there. I think one of the hardest to taxi and get a smooth takeoff, I don't know about landing, probably just needs practice, is probably the big radials P40. I found that one like to turn you around really quick when you use too much throttle on takeoff. You really got to gently get it going. I think the Corsair was similar, Milvia's Corsair. Basically, you're talking zero tail wheel or free running tail wheel. Probably because I didn't lock it in. Maybe that's part of the reason. Got to lock that thing. Corsair's rough, yeah. And if you don't have your cooling right, you can blow up and get oil all over your windscreen. It's really well done, but yeah, got to lock the tail wheel. That's what I was just saying. I probably didn't lock my tail wheel, even though I have buttons on my controls to do that now. I think when I first got it, I just would try to take off and I would forget to do it. It was also harder to get to the different fuel tank gauges all in underneath the seat. They had them in the middle and the left and the right, and you had to work out which tank you're on and swapping over. That I found a bit of a thing. Hellcat's bad like that. I don't think I have as much trouble with that. FW90, well, hard to do anything, but it forces your brain cells to be used. I haven't got the 190. Hey, Jared. Hey, there's a soldier. What's he coming up in? Interesting looking aircraft. What is that one? Is that meant to come up as a generic? I turned generic on because of all the crashed desktops. We have an airport here. Can't tell because I've not got this on here. Nope, not this one. Alright, a couple more down. Okay. How long can we run this upside down? It doesn't have issues with fuel, does it? Keep that canopy closed, I think. Maybe we'll follow that road. Now what we need is some flying down low and fast music. I don't know what I got. How you reckon? How you reckon? I don't know if it's a how you. Do you reckon? What do you? What do you reckon? That's more like it. Not how. What? What are ya? So it's like a W-A-T-D-A-Y-A. What are ya? What do you reckon? And often with an oi in front of it. O-I. Oi, what do you reckon? Look at that little glitch flying down the road. How come you're in a green Vertigo and not a pink one? Mrs. DPHI is probably like, wait, what? I'm in the pink one. Actually, no, you're in glitch, not stiletto. Ugh. One of your pilot is floating above the cockpit. Yeah, they all do that. We had that with all the other B-38s. Everybody's was floating above the cockpit, which is really annoying. I'd say this is probably a rail line or pipeline or both. Rail. Got mostly sayings from Paul Hogan. Yeah, we don't say shrimp. Shrimp is a small person. Geez, you're a shrimp. Prawn is what we call them. They're not small, they're large. Prawn. No, I'm not going faster. What are you talking about? He's doing it. He's done it. He's actually done it. Colonel got bored and he's like, I'm already here. What are you up to? Move faster. And he's probably like, faster? Trying to land your airliners? You're trying to land them on autopilot? Yes, you are. Yeah, I'm doing 275. 285 actually. 285 mile an hour now, and I'm not even pushed full. There we go. There's a bit more. I might even be able to get 300. Oh, I don't need to trim that down now. We're getting climb on that. Ah, Superman, go away, mate. You've already flown past. Away you go. Here's the main fuel tank. Left tank, rear tank. I'm trying to correlate the things on the left there. Let's hold you there. Take 100 feet more. They're full. That's going down. But that's not the same as that, is it? 47? Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah. That is that. Alright, cool. Nice straight road. Go scare a few trucks and cars. That's not a knife. I have done an autopilot landing. If you line up everything right and get all the things you're supposed to do, it is possible. I'm not good at it, but it is possible. Never learned anything from Paul Hogan. I listened to Proper Oz from awesome people like Brett and Coffee videos. I don't think I have the strongest Australian accent anymore because of my multiple years in the US. When I've spent 2 years in Hawaii and some time in mostly Montana, parts of California, some time in Colorado, but I came back and my mum and dad were, brother and family were all making fun of me for my American twang, so I might have lost a lot of my unique Australian accent, if that's probably the way to put it. We hold heading. No, you're not holding heading. Alright, fine. Let's get back over there. Heading. Okay, we need to make sure it's the right heading. I think we've got to go out towards this headland here anyway. And there's an airport. Yeah, there. Is there a video you did it on? Ooh. I definitely did it on my Concorde video, Paris to London, but that's on the Concorde. Something like an Airbus. Hey, I don't know. I actually don't know. I've tried some when I've been flying with other people. You probably will notice that I don't do a lot of commercial flights, especially in this sim, because I need to learn more controls and how to do stuff. What we got here? Yeah, I thought that's a bit of a grass strip. Not listed as one though. Wheels down, maybe not landing. NCIS Sydney, good accent. I don't watch that. I think that's on PayView. Some pay TV you gotta watch. Also depends whether they're using real Australian actors or not. If you don't know who's in it. Mr. Longnuts, man, he's going to get to the final airport before we even get there. Even before we get to this next one, by the looks of it. Down to almost 30 litres. All right. On the mains. I may swap out to the wings. You just hold level there. Go to the outer wings, pumps on, thank you. What is a bish, Mr. Timothy? Fly over the big bish. Wait, what? No, I don't think I want that music. What else you got? Some for flying down low. Oh, I think that's a bit slow music, that one. Yeah, no, that's not going to do it either. What else you got? Ah, man. That was just casual stuff. What I got? Hey, Ian, mate. How you doing? Not evening yet. The cold is still hanging on, yeah. My nose is all blocked up on one side. Quite annoying, to be honest. It's a little private airport or something, is it? I don't want the music on then. Yeah, this might be a private airport. Nice to get some wheels down so I can, this actually looks like a golf course. Not too fast, can't get the wheels down. Want to head the other way anyway. But we're just going to touch down. And then they can chase us for the landing fees. Putting scratch marks on their private runway. Good luck. But I swear it was a World War II fighter. How much have you been drinking? Worse when you have chronic pain. Unfortunately, yes. Sleep's probably a good thing for you, though. I get the plane to AP approach runway. It lowered but crashed on runway. Right, make sure you've got your transponders on the correct channel as well, so that it knows to follow in the markers and stuff. You got to line it up so it goes, yep, I can follow this all the way in and then land it nice and slowly. Alright, where's the next? I keep going around the coastline. I think we'll just go up and over here. It looks like a nice big harbour there. Let's go for a climb. Get ourselves in about somewhere around about there. Climb a little more. I hear somebody coming. I hear them. Sounds like a jet. Certainly greener down here, isn't it? South Africa. Is that done via radio for the airport you are landing at? Yeah. Well, the yes, kind of, yep. Not being in one right now makes it very hard to work it out, but honestly, there probably are already videos out there teaching you how to do it, which is the same ones I need to find because I don't really know what I'm doing with commercial aircraft. I like the military and the GA more, and even a chopper, which I do need to. Actually, I can't do a stream on it yet. I need to show off some preview stuff, and then when we get in the go, we'll get back into a chopper flight. Get to the chopper. I have that. Thanks, Arnie. There's Mrs. TPHI. But I thought I heard a different one flying as well. Now. Now what? Chopper flight. Look at the little airport. That one's not on the... Oh, yes it is. FASD. Oh, no, get to the chopper now. All right, get to the chopper now. My wife bought Predator on Blu-ray 4K the other day. He already picked up a couple other 4K Blu-rays, usually dirt cheap at discount store. That looks like a oil rig. There it is too. Got a helipad on it. Did the helipad come up on here? It does too. There's an oil rig in here with a helipad. In case you wanted to land on it. Helipad over there too. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, a bit of a yawn. Yeah, put a few tunes on. Well, we got over the crash. I don't know who, what, different aircraft. Really annoying. I don't know how to check for it in the future either. I'm not feeling this music. This'll do. Realised I had my air brakes on. Where are you? Yeah, I did too. I had multiple crash to desktops. When we all got together on an airport, 3 or 4 people changed aircraft. I don't know which one it was. We did it. I took them out, started again, still crashed. Went to a different server, no problem. Changed server back, crashed again. So we didn't work out what it was. Hey Creeper, we're on Southeast Asia, I believe. When they got rid of USA West and went to East. East seemed to get a bit crowded and my numbers got too high, so I've popped over onto, so is it Southeast Asia? Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Oz had issues on his stream. I believe his community folder was deleted. So that's an even worse issue to have. And hello, Creepy too, by the way. Southeast Asia, yeah. So we are actually going to our final destination on the final leg of the series of the Atlantic. So we're going to go down to Cape Town and land at FAKT, F-A-C-T. We are almost there. And that's a fact. How are we doing for fuel? Still at 30. Why? Oh, because I changed to the wings, didn't I? I did. I read my loadout. 21. Where's the wings fuel? Ooh. I'd like to know where the gauge is for the wings. I don't think we have one. That would probably be something you would use on your timer. No, I don't seem to have a gauge to know when my however much is in the wings. I can't remember how much that has. 25 or 35 or what it was. Okay. I'll know when it goes glug 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 glug. But by that time it's too late. Yeah, and so this is the last series of this one, but we will be doing probably GA from here around the Indian Ocean. I know we did the Pacific Rim, we did GA there too. Well, I kind of enjoyed it, to be honest. Are you trying to keep level? Oh, that didn't turn off my AP. Hey, off. Thank you. Turn off the level. Flight. No, it's still trying to do it. Off. Thank you. I want to go down this road here. Not a very well detailed road though. What do you think this might take us into the airport? The new game coming out that looks really interesting. It's called Cat Parent. What? I already play that game at the moment. The poor little boy's got a limp at the moment. He may have injured himself. Front left leg. He's not putting his weight down on it and he's limping around. Does it more so when he jumps back down off a cat perch or lays around in front of the heater. So I'd say he's injured himself. Look, you get rested and then it's cold and he's walking around like normal, almost. You're like, oh good. And then, I don't know, you see him another time, he's like limping. I'm like, oh mate. Definitely don't want my cat to be injured. Yeah, Astro. Yeah. Might have sprained his leg jumping from a too high. He's a little bit big cat, and he may not be as fit as he used to be. He's about, I don't know, 13, 14 years old. Look at these power lines. I took out my power line mod because I was worried that that was causing an issue. I actually don't think it was. I think it's whatever aircraft is the issue. It's not actually his paw. Excuse me. I did think that Mojave High, that's one of the first things we did was look at his paw for any objects and or a claw growing wrong. He seems to lick his joint, so he actually tries to groom himself on his leg when it's sore by licking his, what we would call kneecap, his joint on his leg. So I think he might have hurt that. We were worried it had broken, but then my father was actually saying, look, if it's broken, he's not going to be walking on that at all. And he is walking on it, and he still jumps down from perches and stuff, so it's not fully damaged enough for preventing him from moving around. But he didn't eat the first day. He must have been in so much pain. I'm worried it was like arthritis or something like that. Not 100% sure about that either. So I was going to potentially take him to the vet today to get it checked, but he was walking better. I'm like, okay, you're making it hard for me to know just how bad this thing is. There's my cat parent duties. And we got obviously a new cat in the household, so that's, they haven't been fighting, we know that part. He actually gets on along with her quite well. The other female in the cat family, that they're both a little bit standoffish, but our cats are quite gentle. They know, they don't attack. The hissing has kind of stopped, so you know, she's getting used to it. So I don't think I need a video game for that. Oh yeah, she has arthritis and forgets. Yeah, okay. And Clam Jammer, I think he's flying. Oh, I can't see him now. Flying in nice and slow. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There. No, he's flying really slow. Do need to back off myself probably. 375 mile an hour might be too much. Barely see the actual runway. It's all dark. It must be under that cloud. Yeah, no hissing. They've been climbing into her, what is basically her bed as well. So I'm surprised that's no good. That hasn't made her hiss and have a go at them. Alright, I'm going to go full lean and we'll go back to the mains. Thank you. The lights actually came on. That's how my indicate. Those red lights are actually the indicator to let me know that those tanks are on their way out. Might have been feathered too much there. Do need to slow this down. Wait, do we have our gear down? Oh yeah, we're down. Going along. Oh, got a bounce. Oh, what do you reckon we landed that with a tailwind? It is not allowing me to steer at all. Woohoo! Wonder what the windsock is. There it is there, tailwind. Oops. 100% tailwind. Oh my god, look at that. Alright, maybe what we'll do, just, we got a few minutes? Yeah. Let's do that again. I'll take off into the wind and come around and land it the correct way. Because of course I am. The long nuts in his P2012. Keep the gear down. Plane drifting, yeah. Anyone fly the FW190? No, I haven't bought that one. Oh, Poppy Attic has got smoke out. Yeah, so I landed that with a massive tailwind. That's why it threw me all over the place, because I had the flaps way out still. So if you're on live weather, come around to the other end. I'm going to try a steep turn. The maneuvering flaps on. See what the difference is here. There's a different sound out there. Feel the wind here. Oh yeah, now she wants to float. Oh, look at that. It is floating like a kite. 76. Yeah, see, when you go into the wind, it makes all the difference. Go join Mrs. TPHI up there on the apron. She knows what the deal is. Fast and Furious aircraft style, hey? Here's another aircraft with no livery. Why are the liveries missing on my aircraft? Oh, I'm glad I didn't lose the canopy. No, wrong button, wrong one. Or this one. I did it again. Hey Marge, thanks for flying me there. Pacific aircraft. Okay, cool. We'll use it in the Atlantic. Pop my aircraft behind there. Yep. Get a picture. Just Mrs. TPHI and I guess. Actually, I'll leave the name tag on. Come over and get a photo if you want to jump out of the aircraft. Run over to here. We'll get a photo. I haven't done a film or the Fast and Furious, yeah. Mrs. TPHI does the plane drifting all the time. Yeah, absolutely she does. I'm sure all of it on purpose too. None of it by accident. Well, George Mack, thank you very much for subscribing. All right, yep, good. He's up and down, up and down, up and down. Oi, oi, get out of my aircraft. Oi. There we go. Yeah, a race across the open space in... Oh, yeah. I've not watched all the Fast and Furious movies. I got over it by the second one. And I just haven't bothered going for them. When Colonel's trying to hide there. Alright, you all stopped. I'll take one there. And that one can make it to the Discord in the Cool Kids Club. Is there anybody else who we have missed? Poppy I don't think is with us. Poppy is flying... I have no idea. Landing... What is that? Crashed is what it is. Elric, there. Okay. Elric, you're getting the shot as well. Yep. Cool. Done. It was a good flight in the B-24. Yeah. Smile? No, we don't smile. These people don't smile. I don't know why it stopped working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly put on the high fidelity and see if that makes a difference and whether we can crash it right now. Because if we do, we'll just call it... Oh, it's got nuts on it. That's cool. We'll see if we can crash the sim. See, they're not going to come up as high fidelity now because they've already loaded in as that. Don't know which aircraft was the issue. I'm really annoyed that there even was an issue. Persevered because this is the last of the series. So thank you for those who made it. Let's get a going out music. This one? Yeah, that'll do. I like this one. See everybody, I'm going to finish up here. I will be back next week in I don't know what. Flying I don't know what. Flying I don't know where. But we will set up a series here to fly the G8, but it may actually be 2 weeks because next Saturday I come back from Melbourne. Alright, see everybody. Cheers, thanks for hanging out and putting up with the crashes. See everybody, bye. There you go, I think it crashed.